Good morning. Welcome to this meditation session. Before I start, we have a lot of new people, new faces that I'm seeing, so I wanted to share my interpretation of what is meditation. Prayer is when we talk to God. So we have several practitioners and ministers here to pray with you. Speak out loud. What is your desire in your life? And meditation is God speaking to you. So that's a time we sit quietly and just listen. And it's not easy. My mother would say, I don't know how to sit quietly. My mind is just keep going with the thoughts. But you know what? That's okay. And you can tell your thoughts, I'll come back to you, and then go back to your quietness. And whatever word you want to say, I consider that my ego talking to me. So I say, you can wait until I'm done. So you can ask questions and then sit quietly. And today I chose meditation from the Science of Mind textbook. It is written by our own founder, Ernest Holm. So if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes. Some of you have already done. And just get comfortable. Adjust yourself if you feel any discomfort in any parts of your body. And it is from page 555. I accept the fullness of my own divine well-being. Within myself, that which is perfect, that which is complete, that which is divine, that which is never born and cannot die, that which lives, which is God, the eternal reality. All the power that there is and all the presence that there is and all the life that there is God. The living Spirit Almighty and this divine and living Spirit is within me, is within you, and within all. It is wholeness. It is never weary. It is never tired. It is life. It is complete peace. It is never afraid. It is never confused. It is always poised and peaceful. It is always in a state of perfect equilibrium. It is the truth about myself, and I accept this truth for all being. There is no other self. Every image of fear is erased from my mind. Every sense of confusion leaves my thoughts. My mind now entertains and reflects the divine into everything I do, say, and think, into my body, into my affairs. That divine within me is wholeness. And now my mind reflects this wholeness into every organ, every function, every action of my physical being. Renewing it after the perfect pattern, the spirit within me. Universal substance reflects itself into my mind. Into my daily supply. So that everything I do every day is supplied before I need. There is something within me that goes before me and prepares the way wherever I go, making straight the way, making perfect the way, making every situation immediate, instant, permanent, and harmonious. Consequently, my mind reflects the fullness of that divine substance, which has the power to heal every sense of lack in my life. Let us resonate in the words few minutes. Peace, poise, power. Living spirit within me is me and myself. I accept the fullness of my own divine well-being. I accept the fullness of my own divine well-being. I accept the wholeness of the divine well-being. As we conclude this session, meditation session, I invite you slowly to return to this present moment. When you feel comfortable, you can open your eyes. And I hope you will contemplate on this phrase, I accept the fullness of my own divine well-being all week. We'll have our Sunday celebration promptly starting at 10:30. If you're welcome to stay in the sanctuary and continue your quietness, or you could get a cup of coffee in the outside. Thank you all for joining me. And there is a power in meditating with a group of people. And you'll feel that. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Now, feel free to stand with us. We're the Big Love Band, and we're going to get your blood flowing with some love this morning.
We love hearing your voices along with us.
Where do you want to go? You get what you want if you act as if you know. It starts with you. Do you believe it? It's all in the way that you choose to see it. Change the way you look at things. The things you look at change when you change the way you look at things. You look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do do do. When you feel lost and you can't find your way, keep your eye on the prize. It will materialize. Sure thing, change, change. Expect a miracle, change, change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. When you change the way you look at things, look at change. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 change. Do 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 do.
Outstanding. Please stay standing for me. We've got our welcome going. Wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are so welcome here. So I invite you to warm up those hands of power and join me on our welcome. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We know who you truly are. You are the spiritual image and likeness of God. We appreciate you, we love you, and we are thankful you are here. Welcome to the center. Yay. Now, while you're all saying, is anybody here for the first time? Anybody here for the first time? Oh, we're all oldies, but goodies. Go ahead and sit down if you'd like. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Shell Redfern. I'm one of the staff ministers here at the center. I want to take a quick second before we get into our mission. As many of you know, probably all of you know, my mom transitioned about 3 weeks ago. Today is her birthday, actually. And I have been so supported by the leadership here at the center, the ministers, the practitioners, the people, through this change in my life. It's a big change in my life. I've been taking care of my mom. And so I just want a heartfelt thank you from me and from my family for the support of this center. I really appreciate it. This is my spiritual family. This is my spiritual family. It's just as important as the biological one. So, what is our mission? Here we go. I invite you to read this with me, would you? All right. Our mission is to inspire, educate, and empower each other to experience ourselves as unique expressions of God, the love intelligence that governs the universe. We consciously practice kindness, compassion, and forgiveness in our everyday lives and commit to being a powerful and beneficial presence on our planet. Through the study of science of mind and spirit and the energy of unconditional love, simply, we are here for God. So at this time, are there any young folks that we can send off to the classroom? Not looking like, oh, you get to be in here today, at least so far. So, and now I'm going to turn it on over to the Big Love Band.
Got some inspiration, loud and clear and strong can be the motivation. Now there's a change going on. Gonna start a little fire, lift my dreams a little bit higher, 'cause the feeling in your gut ain't never wrong. We've all got something that we're passionate about, giving that one thing to the world once we figure it out. But you gotta put in the sweat to get what you wanna get, and turn that whisper into a shout. Gonna celebrate all the good things in my life. Gonna step away, whatever don't feel right. Ain't gonna wait my whole life long. I'm moving up and moving on. I am grateful for all the blessings that I have, and I'm gonna be faithful to all my dreams and plans. It's time to use the gifts I got, give my all and take a spot, 'cause there's everything I need in my hand. I'm gonna celebrate all the good things in my life. Gonna step away, everything don't feel right. Ain't gonna wait my whole life long. I'm moving up and moving on. There really ain't no excuse. I got to drive, I got to choose. I know everybody's on my side, but how can I pass it on if my game ain't working out strong? Ready now to hit my stride. I'm gonna celebrate all the good things in my life. Gonna step away, every little thing that don't feel right. Ain't gonna waste my whole life long. I'm moving up, hey, I'm moving up, oh, I'm moving up and moving on. I'm moving up and moving on. Hey!
Wow, 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 wow. Move it up and move it on. That is fantastic. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kat, and I'm going to be your host for the next couple of minutes. Welcome in, everyone online. It's so good to see everyone here this morning. We have some fabulous announcements. We got a lot of good stuff happening here at the Center for Spiritual Living here in Cape Coral. We want to thank Reverend Malika, who's holding high watch during our service today. It means that she's
thinking and holding high watch for the best possible outcome and consciousness for our service. Announcements, here we go. You guys ready? 7 Paths to God. Join Reverend Denise to explore our natural and perfect way in divine, an invigorating workshop that will help you identify the primary and secondary paths to your brand and mysticism. On Saturday, September 27th from 9 to noon in person, or on 12:30 to 3:30 on Zoom, and the fee is $30. We have Zumba with L'Oreal. Join us for a Zumba class and let's celebrate your energy, your strength, your movement through the rhythms of the world. That'll be on Saturday, October 11th at 10 a.m. It's a $15 donation. It's right here at the center. Zumba sounds fun. And things to do during the week. We've got a lot of stuff going on. At 10 a.m., we have A Course in Miracles. It's in person here. It's on Monday. On Tuesday, we have Ink and Insights with our own Reverend here, Reverend Chell. And on Tuesdays at 6:30, we have meditation with Linda Lloyd. And on Wednesday, we have a wonderful Science of Mind study here right in the foyer with Reverend Denise in person. And on Wednesday at 6:30, we have A Course in Miracles on Zoom. So these are all drop in. Feel free to come on in. And mostly is about a $10 donation is suggested. So what I'd like to do, we've been hearing from Reverend Shell this morning, and she has such a big heart. I absolutely adore her. She's going to come up. She's going to lead us with this wonderful moment of prayer. The wonderful Reverend Shell.
Thank you. All right. So before I get into the reading, I'm going to do a bit of shameless self-promotion. I have a class coming up. Reverend Malika and I will be teaching a class, and it's called Join the Dance, and it's on the law of circulation. Now, the guy that wrote this class, his name is, did I put it on here? Oh, here it is, Edward Valhune, and he was the spiritual director for the Centers for Spiritual Living. This guy is amazing. I mean, he is just an amazing teacher and an amazing reverend. And he wrote a book called The Prosperous Life Journal with Chris Michaels, another biggie in our movement. Now, this journal, it's really nifty. It's got like maybe a page of reading, and then you journal about it. So the class is taking several of those readings every week, doing the readings and the journalings. It also has a little workbook that goes with it, and then talking about it. So what Reverend Edward believes is that the law of circulation isn't just about giving, it's also about receiving, asking, forgiving, and gratitude. So if you're feeling stuck in abundance in part of your life, it's likely that you do one of those things really well, but you might really suck at something else. So I can tell you in my own life that giving is easy for me. I can give and give, and I was taught that that's what we're supposed to do, that we're supposed to give and give and give. I was horrible at receiving. I mean, a client would give me a tip, and I would give it back. Literally. Because what I was taught is that money comes when you work really hard. It's really hard to get, and you have to work really hard for it. And that's the way that money comes in. Well, God is our source. Money can come from anywhere, but we have to be capable of receiving it too. And I wasn't. I am now. So this is what this study is about. The other ways that the law of circulation is at work or not at work in your life, and creating an awareness around that. So do we have a sign-up sheet for this in the back?
There's a QR code.
Oh, okay. Beauty. There is a QR code on the flyer, also in the slide and whatever. So if you'd like to sign up, please join Reverend Malika and I. This is just a 5-week class. It's a shorty. and it's beginning October 22nd. We'll be doing it both live and on Zoom the same way that I handle Ink and Insights. We have the Zoom class up at the same time that we're doing the live class. We've got a speaker in the middle of the table, so everybody's involved in the conversation. It's one conversation going on, whether you're on Zoom or you're here. So 6:30 to 8:30, beginning October 22nd, end of shameless self-promotion. All right. Pardon me? That's a Wednesdays. Yeah. Good question. Thank you. All right. So our theme for the month is a transcendent purpose. And Reverend Denise's talk title today is One Moment in Time. And we've got two short readings related to the talk today. And the first is by Ernest Holmes, and it's from his book, This Thing Called You. You are a living being by virtue of the fact that through some process which no man knows, needs to know, or can know, life is incarnated in you, operating through you at this moment. This is the gift of life. But you are an individual, like all other individuals, gradually awakening to the greater possibility. If life made you out of itself, which it most certainly did, and if you are an individual just a little different from all the other individuals who have ever lived, then life not only created you as an independent being, it also implanted a unique something within you. It will never be duplicated. The spirit that accompanies you through life is just a little different from the spirit of any other person. Not different in that it's isolated, because we are all rooted in the one being, but different because it's individual. The second reading is from Eric Butterworth's book, Celebrate Yourself. One wonders why many of us seem to be intelligent persons. Let me try that again. One wonders why many of us who seem to be intelligent persons let thoughts that corrode our minds blind us to the sheer thrill of living. The truly intelligent person is one who can grasp the fact that it is a curious experience to be alive. So curious, in fact, that it is madness not to sacrifice everything to get the full taste of living. The question each of us needs to ask himself is, what am I willing to sacrifice to get the full taste of living? Charles Fillmore said that life for each of us should be a journey in jubilation. So how about we take this into prayer? We're going to begin our prayer time together today with what we call standing in the light. And when we stand in the light, we know the truth about a situation. So for example, I'm standing in the light today for my brother Kent, who is in the hospital right now. I know Kent is whole, perfect, and complete. Please bring something to mind and envision it the way that you would like to see it going. Maybe it's you broadening in consciousness and being able to accept more good. Maybe it's a situation you'd like to see changed. Bring that situation to mind right now. What would you like to see? I know that there's a healing, revealing going on for each and every situation that was just brought to mind, because there is one power, one presence, one life. There is simply one thing going on. And though it is unique and individualized within and as each and every one of us, it is wholeness, it is completeness, it is order, it is love, it is peace, it is divine in nature, and it is right where we are. It is inside each and every one of those situations that was just brought to mind. And this is what I know, that all is unfolding with grace, all is unfolding with ease, all is unfolding with poise, because it is divine in nature. There is one power, one presence, one life, just one. just one. And today we experience it within each and every one of us in a new way. I speak a special word of blessing for Reverend Denise as she steps up and allows God to flow by means of her today. I know that Spirit is in her house. It's in the house. It's right here, right now, and it is having its way. I know that good and more good is unfolding for each and every one of us because we came here today. I know that each and every one of us is here by divine appointment today, and each and every one of us leaves here changed because we came together today. So for this and so much more, I am truly grateful. I am truly thankful. And it is in this gratitude that I release this day, indeed this life, to Spirit, knowing that it is in good hands. So I invite you to claim and anchor this with me by saying, and so it is.
If it's to be, if it's to be, oh, if it's to be, it's up to me. If I seek the truth, let me speak the truth. If I'm lost in doubt, let me believe. I know I can be the change I want to see.
If it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, it's up to me.
If I'm tired and stressed, let me stop and rest. If I'm feeling hurt, let me forget. I know I can be the change I want to see.
If it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, it's up to me.
If I dream of peace,
Let me be the peace.
when I start from love, I am love. I know I can be the change I want to see.
If it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, it's up to me.
And
If it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, it's up to me. You know it's up to me. If it's to be, it's up to me.
Nothing happens till I get turned on. That didn't really come out right. Okay. Good morning. So I want to thank Shell for stepping in. As you can tell, I have this very husky, sexy voice. Today, I don't know how long it will last, so I'm conserving my energy a little bit. I have a very nice treat for you today because when I was home on Thursday feeling like there was no way in God's green earth I was going to show up today, I had to find something. So I found someone who could say what I had to say better than I could. So I'll share that with you. Also, just as a quick aside, there was some confusion. I just want you to know that today is not the potluck. The potluck, how many of you think it's today? Oh, good. There were, Linda, I think you were the only one. Good, it's next week as planned. So last week we talked about this, we're on transcendent purpose this month. And last week we talked about the purpose, maybe there isn't a transcendent purpose. I'm making a funny noise. Maybe there is transient purpose, you know, that through every stage and age of our lives, maybe our purpose changes. You know, your purpose, is it not true that your purpose when you were 5 years old was to throw mud and to play and to dance and to giggle and to stomp your feet? Your purpose at 15, well, we all know what your purpose at 15 was. But then it changes as we move through life. Ernest Holmes would say, and did say in this beautiful little book called This Thing Called You, that there's something within us that is always within us, and the mandate is to create or perish. That we all know that we have longings and desires for more life, expanded life, evolved life, greater life. Now, it is an age-old question human beings ask, who am I? Why am I here? And what is my role in the scheme of things? And these are very philosophical and deeply pertinent questions to how we live our lives. Peggy, is this all there is? What was her name? Peggy Lee, is this all there is? That we somehow kind of get to a point, if we've been following the mandate of society, trying to fit into society, which means having all the right toys, all the right look, all the right amount of money, all the right friends. When we live that way without going deeper, you might end up feeling a little superficial or a little not authentic, a little like, is this all there is? Is there not more? So these urges to expand, these urges to explore are natural. You know, Chris Michaels, who co-wrote the book with Reverend Edward Vilhume, once said in a sermon, I'm going to paraphrase him because I don't have it in front of me, but that the Spirit is bodacious and flamboyant. The Spirit wants to, be out there. And to the degree that it gets suppressed or squashed is the degree to which we become diseased, not at ease, that it languishes. The Spirit must express or we languish. And we languish in very interesting ways. We languish through illness. We languish through depression. We languish through disinterest. We languish through boredom. We languish through all kinds. Yes, do you know what I'm talking about? When we're not fully living life. Now, even if your life has been very, very good, good parents, right? Good, happy childhood, no trauma, no trauma drama. Still, we will come to that question, is this all there is? So here, I love what Reverend Shell said, that this is our spiritual family, unlike our biological families. Biological families serve a purpose in our lives. Our spiritual family serves a different kind of purpose in our lives. It is here where those urges and longings and desires can be given a voice. And everyone here is here to hear that voice in you and to support you in doing whatever needs to happen for you to feel fully expressed, to feel alive, to feel connected. And we really don't care about your neuroses because we all have them. It's natural. It's natural. There is no way you can escape life without being neurotic. How many of you are neurotic? Oh, please. We love your neuroses. I love mine. You can see how this isn't going to last really long, right? Pretty soon my voice is going to be really, really deep. Our neuroses are really ultimately, when you flip onto the spiritual side of life, our neuroses are really what make us interesting and make us characters. They are not what stops us, they're actually what empowers us. So when we come here, we come, in my view, the first time we come to have somebody say to us, please, somebody say to me, God, the creator of all that is, isn't over there. The creator of all that is over here, right here, closer than your breath. The creator of all that is created you in the image and likeness of love. So you are not broken, there's nothing missing, you weren't born a sinner. None of that is true. You are a magnificent being, and you are unique, and you have something to give to each other. That's the other thing we do here. You know, this whole, I'm kind of in the middle of Sacred Service Month. This whole sacred service thing is because you guys has got to meet each other. You've got to know each other. You've got to work together. You've got to love together. You've got to live together, dance together, play games together. You know, come to Halloween parties together. Why? Because it's your spiritual family, and we're all learning how to live together in a way that makes the whole world a better place. Last week, the Big Love Band sang one of my favorite songs, One Moment in Time. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be. How many of you have had that moment at least once where something happened, you did something, or you were something that you shocked yourself? It's like, oh my God, right? You get a little taste of what it can look like to live life on that green growing edge of your own evolution. When all of my dreams are a heartbeat away and the answers are all up to me. It's another thing we learn in these rooms, is it not? That we're not bound by precedent. We're not bound by what our parents say. We're not even bound by what we've said in the past. That your dreams are a heartbeat away, and it's all up to you. We learn how to think new thoughts. We learn how to change our minds. We learn how to repudiate falseness, false messages or conversations. We learn what Terry Cole Whitaker so beautifully wrote about, what you think of me is none of my business, right? That what I think of me is all of my business. What I do with my life is all of my business. Now, the good news is that we're not, when we live that way, we're not kicking other people aside, we're not pushing other people away, we're actually loving people, but not letting them have control over what we say, think, do, or be. And it's a very powerful way to live, actually. Takes some practice because we're all like people pleasers, right, at some level. Give me one moment in time when I'm racing with destiny, and then in that one moment of time, I will feel eternity. All of us are racing with destiny. There is no time to waste. Tick, 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 tick. You know, we had one transient purpose at 5. We all lived through that purpose of playing in the mud. Right, we had another purpose at 15. That was fun. But then, as you know, and it just keeps going, right? There was 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s and 70s, and pretty soon, 80s and 90s. I live in a age-qualified community, and I'm going to tell you, the 80s now, the new 60. There's some amazing 80-year-olds out there. It's like, really? So right about the time I feel like, well, I'm almost done. It's like, well, I guess not. Look at them, right? And it's not like as we get older that those longings and urges and desires change. The inside of us never changes. Do you guys realize that? That when you look at this old face, whatever is in there was the same thing that was in there when I was 12. Right? That the longings and the urges and the beingness of my being, the essence of my being, has never changed from 5 to 75. Same with you. So it's not like we live so much life and then we say, okay, there's no more life to live because I'm near the end. There's no end. There's no end. There's life and more life. Glory to greater glory. You know, Shell lost her mom. Our office manager, Doreen, lost her kitty this week. I believe Cassie lost a puppy this week. So transition is very, very much a part of life. We appear and we disappear. And in this philosophy, we know that the disappearance is not the disappearance of the essence or that part of you that has always been there. That part of you that's always been there can never not be there. So it merely changes form, and then you go on to your next adventure to express all those longings and desires. So I found Reverend, I don't know if I've ever shared this with this community. If I have, forgive me, but I love it. Reverend David Alt is a fabulous Science of Mind minister. He made this, I don't know how long ago, really long time. I've been showing it to communities all this time because it's poignant and it's beautiful. So I'm going to let him do the rest of my talking for me, and I'll come up and do the prayer. So please, Jeremy. Okay.
There are times when traveling on the same path no longer provides us with the scenic stimulus that is crucial for our evolvement. Maybe something is quietly begging us to break away from the way we've always done it. We've outgrown the job, the career, the relationship. Outgrown doesn't necessarily mean become better than. It simply means we've grown out of the physical, emotional, and spiritual fit it once was. An old path for you might be perfect for someone else, just as someone else's old path might be refreshingly rewarding for you. Perhaps now is one of those times. There are times when hugging our troubles no longer brings us comfort. The poor thing assurances from others no longer soothe but irritate. We become worn out by our self-subscribed smallness and can't find a reason to toot the horn of mediocrity anymore. Inside, we hear a grander instrument calling for us to pick it up and play in a larger orchestra. Perhaps now is one of those times. There are times when tying life's shoelaces feels more than we can endure. Given that life is here to support and champion our spirit, not diminish or drain it, then maybe what we're being impressed to do is relinquish our grip on the laces and step into a pair of slip-ons instead. Perhaps now is one of those times. There are times when windows of opportunity appear, and for whatever fear-based reason, we decline to crawl through them. The thing to remember is that there are other windows. They may appear in a different emotional architecture, but we somehow remember that windows are everywhere. To say you missed the only opportunity is like saying you missed your only chance to breathe. Another window is out there, waiting, whispering for you to crawl through its opening. Perhaps now is one of those times. There are times when planning or strategizing seem for naught, when the current pool of ideas fall and all efforting only creates bigger degrees of disappointment. Dissolving effort means strengthening our allowing, and allowing means surrendering to how we think it needs to happen. That kind of surrender requires vacationing from struggle, digging our hands in dirt, picking up a fishing pole, meditating, flying a kite, playing with a child. Perhaps now is one of those times. There are times when we let our age define what we can and cannot do. We forget that it is simply a number and that our mindset can be ageless. The nonsense of what society claims is age appropriate can be quieted by our own inner guidance, the one that calls us to continue our creative quest no matter how old we are, no matter how much or how little we have created in the past. Something inside begs us to remember our ability to contribute. Perhaps now is one of those times. There are times when human drama will feel impenetrable. We will find ourselves seduced by it. Like an insatiable hunger, it can control all aspects of our lives as we feed it with our thoughts. The solutions of life wait in expectancy for equal time and attention. When will the experience of solution be as riveting and rewarding as the drama? When will we wake up with the same urgency to feed the solutions? Perhaps now is one of those times. There are times when our hearts feel broken and irreparable. We walk the tightrope of vulnerability only to discover no external net is there to catch us when we fall. We vow never to attempt such foolhardy acts again, forgetting we were born to walk the high wire of unconditional love. To cease would be like chaining a running stallion. We're aware of the possibility to retrain ourselves, to shed conditions and expectations, and to love purely without agenda. Our hearts can and do mend. Our bodies grow lighter as we contemplate another try. Perhaps now is one of those times. Yes, there are times when being tired, listless, troubled, fearful, angry, heartbroken will come. For this earth journey certainly offers an emotional bounty. Likewise, there are equal doses of vibrancy, serenity, divine knowing, elation, joy, and love, all eagerly awaiting our acceptance. Yes, even in the midst of human tragedy, there is grace. Even in the midst of emotional darkness, there is light. And even in the midst of abandonment, there is great love. At some point, it will click. The remembering will occur, and we will return to the simple truth that every event provides us with choice. Every choice creates a reaction. And the reactions set a pattern of conditioning for the quality of our immediate world. There will come a time when we will know this with every fiber of our being, and we will choose joy. We will choose to honor our sacred self. We will choose to thrive, and we will choose to love all unconditionally. Perhaps now is one of those times.
I just broke the clicker. Oh, all right, let's just, beautiful, yes? Yeah. So let's just move into prayer. I cannot possibly add one more word. Recognizing that we live on the high wire of unconditional love. On the high wire. I love that. And so as we turn within, take a moment to simply feel this love inside of you. This great knowing, this great certainty that you are a spirit, an unquenchable, lovable, amazing spirit, made by the one life, the one power, the one presence, the one infinite intelligence that governs this entire universe, out of which everything has come. We didn't make ourselves. There's something in back of creation. We use the word God, we could use the word love, we could use the words quantum field of unlimited possibilities, we could use so many, the Allah, Yahweh, so many words human beings use to describe this ineffable something that must surely exist. And so it is from that awareness that we are unique and individuated expressions of it. 8 billion people alive, not one of them the same. That we are connected to one another. We're connected to the living of life on this planet. The ups and downs and comings and goings, the breathing in, the breathing out, the heartbeat. Connected. And so it is from that place that I simply just speak my word for and about each and every person here in this room, each and every person within the sound of my voice, proclaiming your divinity today, proclaiming your ability, your God-given ability to create your life, to live your life fully, completely, authentically, joyously, abundantly, with vitality and health. That in the end, spirit trumps everything. And so regardless of the situation, regardless of what you're moving through in life, regardless of what you've moved through in life, regardless of what's coming tomorrow, in this very precious moment of time, this only moment that there is now, it's the only moment. The past moments are gone, the future moments are not here. So life is happening in this breath, with this heartbeat, and with these people in this place. And so we celebrate it, we're thankful for it, and we just simply allow life to be in us, as us, now. And so join with me in anchoring this for yourself and each other by saying, and so it is. So it is. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so now is the time for our offering. Our offering. So this is our conscious giving time, you know, as a community. This is our spiritual family, and we do give our gift to the community is our time, treasure, and talent. This is the treasure part. Your volunteering, of course, is the talent part and time part. But there are many, many ways to give. Ushers and greeters are here to accept your cash and checks. You can text to give, very simple, by far our favorite way of giving. You can also pay through PayPal or on our website. So let us say our offering affirmation together. Today, I know the activity of divine abundance is at work in my life and the life of this center. I give and receive generous, and as I live in the flow of bountiful good. Thank you.
Standing as one in the presence of the power, standing where others have stood.
so let us just take a moment to celebrate the circulation of giving and receiving that which has been given to this spiritual home with joy and generosity today goes forth and allows us to continue to shine the light for all those who are seeking the light. And so in gratitude for this community, its endurance over 50 years of being here, ensuring through this act of consciousness another 50 in front of us. And so for this and so much more, all the blessings we give thanks, and so it is. Amen. All right, so two announcements. One is, first of all, you guys, I want to thank you. We have 3 bookstore volunteers and 3 more ushers and greeters, which is perfect. So your willingness to participate, you're jumping in there. Now, 2 more opportunities. So community activities like game night, movie night, bingo, coffee and conversation, all those things have stopped because they need volunteers. They need a team. So if you are a party person, you're an organizer, you like community activities, please sign up. Please come forward so we can create a team and make sure that that happens moving into next year. And also, Halloween, we are having a Halloween party. And we also need volunteers for that. Trunk or treat for the kids, decorations, food. There's a sign-up sheet on the back table for that as well, and we will get that team organized so that it will be an incredible event. Yes? Yes. All right. If you want prayer after service, please come forward. The practitioners will pray with you. The leadership meeting this afternoon will start in about 15 minutes in here, and that's it. Please stand, and we'll sing out.
Show